Listen, this is the most Rashod story I can give y'all, right? I promise you, this just happened literally last month. If you haven't, go watch the video. It'll probably be up first where I talk about why you shouldn't try and visit downtown Los Angeles. And I still stand on that, 100%. I stand on that, right? But this is about me going to my first strip club and getting hit on by the bouncer. And shout out to the bouncer too, man. Look, I don't know how to explain that shout out. That is a wild shout out. For people who don't know, what's good, YouTube? It's your boys, Rashod. Back at it again with another video, which, you know, I've been slacking pretty bad. But basically, I'm gonna tell you about my time of me going to a strip club in Los Angeles. I'm with some people. I go out to get a bottle of liquor. My brother LV Skinny telling me, hey, downtown LA, they got a place called Crazy Girls. And I'm like, okay. I've heard of that before. I don't know how. And then it dawned on me, Benny the Butcher made a reference to it. To give you the short story of it, right? I'm hanging with some people. They need to go get some smoke, and I need to go get a bottle. I wanted a bottle of Casamigos. That's what I need. And give me a bottle of Casamigos. I'm mad that it's become mainstream, but that was my drink before it became mainstream. I ditched the whiskey and all that. Give me tequila. I'm a tequila boy now. We go to this one place first called Jungle Boys, which is a dispensary, right? Some of y'all might know it. If you're in Cali, tell me dispensaries, tell me all that. And typically, I don't smoke. But I'm like in Cali, I'm like, it's a dispensary, it's legal? Oh. I got yanked up off the toilet and y'all get it for free? Oh my, which is another story I'll probably never tell. But yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, right? They ask you all these questions. You got a medical card, blah, 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 this and that. I see some stuff. I'm like, oh, they got pre-rolls, which I've learned also, because I've seen them before. A lot of the pre-rolls, they put in some garbage smoke in that. It's terrible. It's garbage smoke, right? But it looked pretty, and it had some pretty bud. So I'm like, okay, boom. Let me get some of that, and let me get them pre-rolled. And keep in mind, I don't smoke like that. So I'm just happy. I'm like, dispensary. They all get some smoke. I'm like, I'm asking my brother, you want to get some smoke? He like, nah, I don't like getting out of the dispensary. If you know, you know. We go to the car, but I'm like, shoot, let me spark up. So we smoke it and all that. Now keep in mind, there's a reason I don't get high. It's because my brain becomes too much of my brain, if that makes sense. Like I'll becoming. And that make logical sense. And I'm like, you know what? I'm high as hell right now. I'm like, I need to go to a liquor store because y'all have liquor stores there. You can go get wherever liquor you want, right? And my logic for this is, I'm like, let me go to the liquor store so I can get some alcohol so I can calm down me being too high. Which the logical thing would have been not to get high in the first place. I'm trying to find the Casamigos. I'm there looking around the store and it just felt like I was in there forever. I was like, man, I'm taking forever. And so finally get that, go back to the room. We are literally bucking. I wish I had a camera person recording. We are bucking margaritas in there, just trying to get turned up, right? How many did we get? I think we got 3. And by the second one, I was like, ooh, this hurts. Skinny's like, oh man, oh, he ain't want to do it. And then I think a third one came along because Johnny or someone got it. And we just ended up just like, all right, finishing it. And I'm like, yo, it's whooping my ass. Another person is like, hey, let's go to Crazy Girls. So I'm like, oh, we going to strip club? And keep in mind, at this time, I'm thinking it's only like 10 or 11 o'clock. I'm still high as hell and drunk. And so we're waiting for the lift to go to Crazy Girls. And guess what I do? Guess what I do again? Drunk me. I then proceed to smoke. And we're smoking like, what was it? 1, 2, 3. 3 or 4 pre-rolls, and then Skinny had his and he rolled up, right? And Skinny, as soon as he gets out, he's going to get out the car. He's just like, I see him, he's there. He looked like he just played a whole 4 quarters. He played all 12 minutes. He looking hurt. He was so hurt. Look, I'm not laughing at my brother for this, but I am. Because he was looking hurt. He's like, oh, I don't know about this. He get out the lift. Everything seems good. And then he just sits down on the curb. Just. So me and Johnny boy, we go over to try and get him something to drink, right? I get him a body armor, which he told me he doesn't even like sugar, so it was just a waste of money, and some water. So come back, get him some water. Girl, because I don't want to throw her name out. I know all their names. She's there like, are you okay? Making sure he's good and all that. I was like, Skinny, you called the lift? He's like,
Yeah, I called the lift. I already called him. I called him.
And they were already on the way. It was like he knew he had to get back to the hotel. It was over with. He was just done. He was just completely done. So we give him water. He's sitting outside on the curb. Make sure he getting his lift. I ain't gonna go in and leave my damn little brother out there. That would be, I'm like, hey man, I'm about to go. But Rebels on booty. Have fun out here throwing up. Keep in mind, I'm already skeptical of even going to the strip club because the way that I look at it, why would I go throw money when I could actually, try and get some buns? That would make more logical sense. Not that I was trying to get buns, but I'm just saying it would make, that's more fun. We go in there, I'm like, oh wait, there ain't no cover charge. I ain't realized that they had ordered basically a table. And I didn't know that strip clubs were like this. You could order a table and it's shaped like kind of like a horseshoe, right? Of where you sit down and the stripper will step up and go into like a little pit with a pole and start dancing. Now keep in mind, I am still extremely, extremely high. I'm in there and I'm like, how does this work? So I'm just seeing it, shorty come up, she's like, she vibrating and all that and whatnot. I'm there, I like stack of ones, I'm just sitting there throwing 2 ones at a time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it, enjoying myself by, wasting my money that I basically work hard to get. And I'm so freaking high that I don't want to look at the strippers in the eyes. Like, I can't look them in the eyes because I'm like, yo, this is a business. And this is what I'm saying. My brain starts overthinking the thinking. I'm like, wow, this is literally a business. She comes up here, dances for 5 to 10 minutes. I throw money at her. She then bags the money up, leaves, another person comes, and then they start dancing and repeat the process and going across from each one to each one. Oh my gosh. Wow. I hate this. I was like, I hate this. They try and find someone that has simp behavior to try and get the money out of them. They like, oh, he ain't getting no buns. So let me throw my ass on him. So they had a couple of them. They jump off the table at one particular person and they was dancing, throwing, and he just, throwing money, basically busting nuts, throwing in ones, essentially. I'm there, I'm like, man, I don't want to do it. Oh, no, I'm good. They just like, trying to dance with people. I'm like, I'm good. And next thing you know, I don't want to put no money in their butt and all that. Because first of all, I don't even like the sanitary aspect of that. I don't want to stick my hand in my dirt. First of all, the ones is dirty to begin with. Then I just watch your ass shake booty sweat everywhere. Like, I got a little bit on my lip. And you want me to go ahead and then stick my hand there and I don't know you? Like, I don't use condoms, but like, we got champagne in there and I'm trying to drink that to, get my buzz going to where I'm not so high. But all it's doing is just combining. And now at this point, I'm just there just like, oh my God, I am dying. Then next thing you know, I just feel somebody come up to me like, hey bro, hey, take my Instagram. And I'm like, what do you do? Anything. That should have been a giveaway right there. When a nigga tell you anything, I don't know about that one, right? But keep in mind, I'm like, all right, cool. So I give him my Instagram, he follow it. I ain't follow him yet because I'm like, I'm so freaking high that I don't even know what is even going on at this point. I am just out of it. Then he come back, he like, my name is blank blank. Just so you remember. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go look on Instagram, right? See, they send me across. I'm like, screw it, man. Dude, light skin dude. Whatever, man. Maybe it's light-skinned people sticking together. He like, man, dang, he ain't interested in this easy, accessible booty. I might have to take him on another trip and we go get some other booty somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Not that I would have accepted the booty, you feel me? But no. It was quite the contrary. All right. So I followed him back and then he proceeded to like all my photos. And I'm like, then the next time I'm confused. Then he messaged me like, if you didn't think I got you and all that. And I'm like, this nigga think I'm gay. I've been swatting away the women just because I'm being cheap. And I'm just freaking high out of my mind. Like, I don't want to be touched at all. When I get high, I don't get freaky. I ain't there like, yeah, I'm trying to hump you, girl. I'm like, man, leave me alone. I don't want to, just give me some food. Once I started really thinking about it, I was just like, these niggas think I'm sweet. I'm out here looking sweet. And now I'm mad, which is like, if I was sober, I would have been like, all right, man, the dude just thinks I'm attractive, cool, like nothing of it. But I'm like, man, motherfuckers trying me. I'm now drunk and high because of champagne and other stuff. I went to the bar and bought some tequila and cranberry. So now everything just kicking in. I'm like, man, how long have they been watching me? I sprint out of the building. I'm like, Like, what's going on, man? Johnny come out, he like, man, I'm just throwing away my money. And I'm paraphrasing what he said, because keep in mind, I'm still just like, what the fuck is going on? We ended up just going back. I ended up, where did I end up, actually? Skinny was there. He there just passed out. He slept for hours the next day. He was just hurting. He was like, I don't even want to drink. So, yeah, man, that's the story of me getting hit on at a strip club, and probably why I will never go to a strip club unless it's a ratchet one. If I'm gonna go to a strip club, I don't want like gun ratchet one, but I want a ratchet one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some real down-to-earth booty. You feel me? Like none of that like LA booty. I don't like that booty. That's a weird booty. I'm not a fan of that type of booty. All right. So you know some strip clubs, actually. Can I even ask this recommendation? If y'all know the strip clubs for me to go to that would really be dope for me in LA or California, please let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you follow my Instagram. Say Rashod out.